Hispanic, whether you are straight or whether you are gay. I will work for all of you. And that's why I also support marriage equality. Folks don't choose to be gay any more than I choose to be straight. Could you imagine if someone told you that you couldn't marry the person that you loved? I'm sorry, I think gays are people too. Gays are not different. Gays, they are just like us. I will work for everyone. Whether you are young, whether you are old, whether you are Asian or Hispanic, whether you are straight or whether you are gay.
I definitely don't have $4 billion. Unless we're damn kidding. No, there's no way.
The top streamers make a lot of money. We all know that. But Shroud is on another level when it comes to flexing.
Now, if you want to talk about price, it is expensive for the super high-end model. It's over $10,000.
I got 2 of those. You have this thingy. About to eat. Dinner. A lot of food might be hard for
Tonight.
What I usually do.
From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
I mean, they tied me down, man.
It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, but I also have this bacon.
As we'll see Baker Mayfield and the Washington football team taking on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what, the hip pockets of the receivers all.
I don't know how many times I gotta fucking play a game and I don't have the right fucking playbook. Oh my god.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Washington Football Team versus Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Another nice move, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Kingsley Keke able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Mayfield to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Allen. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield out right to Bourne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them. We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago: 5 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards, and he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mayfield down. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Mayfield. Dropped back at the 15-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Shakes off the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And he fires one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
From the 27, Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st down, Darnold. Flush to his right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them. And what a nice nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down and 6. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback...
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 2. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. Big play there just before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Mayfield. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has once again taken the lead. extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Fielded right around the 8. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So we are at halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down and 4, Darnold forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Buying time to his left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Carolina. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Darnold now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That is catch number. Matt Nagy wants the officials to take another look at that one. He'll throw out the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
7 yards to pick up there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he finds McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because...
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 41, Mayfield. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This one fielded at the 5, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Big hole up the middle, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Just a yard to go here on second down. Here's Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Darnold to throw again.
Alright, this fucking game, dude. I'm so fucking sick of this stupid ass. How is he missing that? How is he gonna fucking miss that pass? Fuck off.
Quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Darnold. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Allen. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Henry Ruggs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3.
Yeah, let him. Yeah, I got 5 guys right there, but sure. Let him fucking fall forward for 8 more fucking yards. It makes perfect sense in my mind. I mean, in my mind, it does. Look at this. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Where are you going? But anyways, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. 6 guys right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys in the area. There's a guy right here. Who's this? 49. Easily. He should easily wrap this guy up. Easily he should wrap him up right there. But no. And then 32. 32 should do the same thing. Just knock him over. Nope. I'll just watch him fall forward for fucking 8 yards. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. He's tackled on the 24. He gets tackled on 24. Okay. Nope. Let me go to the 34. Yeah, let me fall forward for 8, 9, almost 10 yards. Almost 10 yards, man. That makes sense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Baker. Open man is born.
Yep.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Mayfield. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
Yep. Let's make sure he falls forward for 6 yards again.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now Mayfield. We'll find Gibson here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield to throw.
How is he still going to catch that?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Fuck you, and not a sucker fucking fat ass dick.